Hello everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode. Today is September 17th, 2018. I'm your host, James. Alongside me, as always, his name is...
I'm Andy.
And he welcomes you to join us on this epic journey as we all become Legend of the Nerds. Afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Another hot one, huh?
Yeah, it's...
Last week was so... It had a couple cool days last week. It felt good.
Yeah.
I thought we were done this heat stroke.
No, it's Vermont.
But it's Vermont, and they have to kick it in the butt and say, nope, we're not done yet.
I'll take it over what's going on down south, though.
I don't know, it's kind of cool down there, isn't it? You got some wind coming in, keep you cool.
Go fly a kite.
I have family down there, but they're all right.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. The media makes it seem worse. Did you watch that one video of the meteorologist?
I've been
was
trying
in
to...
North Carolina, or South Carolina, in the middle of the storm.
Yeah.
And he's like, wind's coming at him, and he's like trying to stay on screen and talking about it, and two guys are casually walking behind him.
No, I didn't see that one.
So I think it's not as bad as we all think it is.
I'll still take what we got up here, then.
Maybe. That's some action down there. It's fun. What's else going on with you?
Oh, it's just been under the weather, I guess.
Under the weather.
It's been a hard week at work, just trying to...
Survive every day.
Well, no, it's not that. It's like I'm not sick, so it's not like I'm coughing or doing all that stuff. It's just a lot of head pressure, getting then all of a sudden really hot and stuff. And I think it's just the temperature change. All of a sudden we went from 60, then back. We went from 80 to 60, back up to 80. So it's just... And then at work, they can't fix the air conditioning unit at work. So it's like 80 degrees inside the building.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like...
That's miserable.
Yeah.
That's miserable, Andy.
I had a guy last night came walking in, and he's sitting next to the door on one of the chairs, and he left it propped open with his shoe, just to get some airflow.
His shoe?
Yeah, I'm like, you can move your shoe before I trip on it?
I need my shoe for airflow.
Yeah.
Well, we got a good show for everybody today.
Yes.
We got a little Hell in the Cell talk today.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have the new thing that DC has, the DC streaming.
Yes.
We're going to cover that later on today. Let's jump into the cell, huh?
Yeah.
What do we got going on?
First match, we had Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. This is the match I'm looking forward to the most, and it starts the show. We've mentioned this where the very first show in all the pay-per-views definitely carries.
As of late, has been the show stealer.
Exactly. It had everything I wanted. When I see a Hell in a Cell, I want lots of action, lots of weapon use, and they tore the roof down, or we should say the cell down. I had to look away because there was that one gruesome part where Randy takes out. We've seen on SmackDown where Jeff has the gauges in his ear, and Orton sticks his finger in there and twists and turns. It's very disgusting.
Oh yeah.
This time he finds a screwdriver. And he just starts rapping and pulling. And you just see Jeff's ear just stretch.
Yeah.
It was very gruesome to watch. Some highlights I took down in my notes here. One of the funniest things I saw was Orton's on the outside of the ring and he's got the table upside down. And instead of kicking the table towards Orton, Jeff uses it as a surfboard.
That was a cool
and
move.
Slides it right into Orton's abdominal area. What do we have here? Lots of blood in this match, too, I noticed. We had where Orton took Jeff. He had a ladder set up upside down in a V.
Yep.
And threw Jeff into that. And it actually sliced Jeff's shoulder blades. So Jeff's bleeding from the shoulders. We also have both their backs are getting beaten because... Randy took out Jeff's metal studded belt and started whiplashing Jeff, and then Jeff did it to Randy, and you just see Randy's back start bleeding.
Randy got bad.
Yeah, and then there was one other spot where Randy, right on his thigh, got cut, and you just see this giant piece of skin flap.
Yep.
Just kind of wobbling there, and the blood just going bloop, 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 out, and it was just oh. And he had a hard time right after that, standing up quite a bit.
Yeah.
So to end the match, we have Jeff set up a table with two ladders next to it. Randy's on top of it. Goes up this
20-foot ladder and maybe a 10-foot ladder.
Exactly. He's going to do the leapfrog from the small ladder over the top onto the table, but decides, wait, I can go even higher. We have this 30-foot Hell in a Cell cage. He climbs to the top of the roof. and is dangling off the top of the roof and just starts swinging. He's going to do a crossbody, 30 feet up in the air, down onto Orton on
One
the
heck of a
table.
frog splash, huh?
Yeah, and unfortunately, he lets go, and Randy rolls out of the way. Hardy goes face first right into the table. Thud. It was a loud thud.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think most of the people in the arena were like just shocked and all.
Yeah.
And Orton gets the pin and takes the win. So it was a very good match, though, to start the show.
Mm-hmm. And Randy kept his heel composure going, too.
Yes.
It made him look real good.
Yeah. The ref did a very good job in this match, too.
Yeah.
Basically, like
We
saying,
don't say that too often either. Ref did a
No.
good job.
yeah, I'm sorry, he's hurt, da, da, da. So, very good match. Anything like
You covered it.
we have Becky Lynch versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We rip on the women's division quite a bit, but when you get two athletes
I
that
think we're back and forth on it, you know? Once
well,
in a
when
while-
you get two of the top athletes in the women's division wrestling, it becomes a good match.
Yes.
This was a decent match. There was a lot of ground and pounding going on in this match. One of the how was it? It ends. The ending was the best way. You have Charlotte going for the spear and launches herself into the spear, and Becky catches her into a DDT for the win. Becky, we all know, is a heel now, but the fans still love her.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind her as a heel. I think she's doing a decent job. I'm glad she won.
Yeah, I'm glad she won.
The only
But she should have won last month.
The only problem is now, Charlotte's going to win again and now break Trish Stratus's record. It's a bunch of bull.
Once Trish comes back for the title. Boom, going for 10.
That's
Beat
not going to happen. Next, we have Shelton Benjamin, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It's an improv match where it kind of got added in at the last second. Mm-hmm. Didn't expect much out of it, and nothing too exciting happened. You had a lot of pins from Rollins in this match. What else? I'm trying to read my notes. A very small print here.
Well, let me ask you this, because I've been wanting to go over this anyways. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about how Dean Ambrose's wrestling style has really changed from before to now. He has been doing phenomenal in that ring with brand new moves. They look more crisper. And it seems like he's about to go be a top guy soon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't like the way he's wrestling right now.
You know?
I don't like the look. Anything like with the cut hair. I like Dean.
Not his appearance, but his wrestling style right now. How he's pulling moves off.
It doesn't look anything that great to
No?
me. No. He still looks very ring rusty.
Yeah, but I mean, his moves before were really sloppy. He was too fast, he's sloppy, but now he's slowing down. He's doing the moves, and they're looking really good.
I think I probably have
He's
to
botching a lot less.
maybe
moves.
watch a little bit more of him as a solo. Mm-hmm. Maybe get a better taste of it. So, I don't know.
Not seeing it.
No, and I noticed too in this match, you have Renee Young. They're kind of promoting more towards full color commentary on the desk, and she kind of gets into arguments with Corey Graves when Dean comes out.
Everybody gets an argument.
No, but like Corey goes in and tries to, I don't know if he's doing this on purpose or if it's part
I'm
of
sure
the
he
show.
is doing it on purpose.
But he's kind of like digging into her, like he doesn't want her there, and saying different things about Dean, because we all know Dean and Renee are married, and she can't say anything. So she'll just sit there paused. So it makes for an awkward conversation where now it's quiet.
And Michael Cole's sitting in the middle playing mother.
I don't know. Match ends. Let's see. I wrote it down here. Dolph rolled Seth up. Seth counters into another roll. Dolph uses the zigzag, but Seth counters and kicks out. Goes for the Falcon's arrow. So he's got Dolph about to go up into that Falcon's arrow suplex when Drew McIntyre comes in with a Claymore kick and kicks Seth. Mm-hmm. And that's how the match ends. 1, 2, 3.
That's how the match ends.
Yes, it was.
Nah.
Yes, it was.
Dolph won it with the zigzag. It looked amazing. That last zigzag looked really hard. Pin him with that.
It was a Claymore kick, and then Dolph goes into the pin.
How many times did Ziggler do the zigzag? Once was countered, and then he did another zigzag, which looked amazing.
You'll have to go back and watch it.
I'll have to go back and watch
it. It was
it.
the Claymore kick that finishes the match.
I'll go back and watch it.
Because that's the whole thing, is Seth's going for the Falcon's Arrow. He goes into the suplex.
And then I thought the match continued.
And then all of a sudden, bam, there's the Claymore kick halfway through the Falcon's Arrow, and Dolph goes and,
I thought there was another gimmick going on for that, but maybe not.
Yeah. I don't think so.
You got too late for me.
This next match, you are going to have to go ahead and explain all of it because I fell asleep during this match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
Oh. This one I really didn't pay attention either.
I was like on and off.
It was a good match. It was a hard-hitting match. There's a lot of good spots in it. But I mean, like, overall, remember, we predicted a while ago that AJ was supposed to drop the belt
at Hell in a Cell.
Yes. It looked like he was supposed to. Did you actually see the finish?
I got to see the highlights at the end.
Okay.
Where we have AJ going into the pin and Joe still has the Coquina clutch on him.
Yeah.
And he taps and at the same time when the ref hits 3.
Yeah. So it's goofy. It's one of those finishes that is going to keep the feud going when it doesn't need to.
You know what I've noticed, like, with Joe now having 2 matches against AJ? The matches just aren't the same in WWE as what they were back in TNA.
No.
I don't know why, but it's just...
I think TNA may have more lenience in the ring than what WWE has.
Yeah. So it sets up now where Joe wants justice. So Paige says at Superstar Showdown in Australia, they'll have a match, and Joe wants it to be no DQ, no countouts. That way we get a definitive answer. Well, same thing could happen. It doesn't make sense that we have a no DQ and no countout when you had a pin and a submission go on at the same time. If you want a definitive answer, have no DQ, no countout, and make it a submissions rules match. Then you have a definitive answer. Who wins?
A submission match would be nice.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it in a while.
Exactly. And we have both guys who use submissions to finish matches.
Yeah.
With Coquina Clutch from Joe and Calf Crusher from AJ. So we'll see how that goes. AJ wins, though, the match because the ref is...
Even AJ looks surprised that he won, though.
Well, that's the thing. Joe's complaining at the ref for not being in the right spot. No, the ref was in the right spot.
Yeah.
Looking at the shoulder blades when AJ's hand is on the other side of Joe. So the ref was doing the right thing.
I mean, technically, Joe does have a point because AJ did tap out before that third count.
Yes, but the ref was in the right spot. Moving on, we have the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss. I actually didn't mind this match. The week prior, we have Alexa on Raw go after Ronda's ribs. So they're playing that Ronda's ribs are hurt. And throughout the entire match, that's what Alexa did, was go after the ribs of Ronda Rousey. It wasn't until the end when Ronda pulled a John Cena, and all of a sudden goes right towards her side.
I will agree with you, it wasn't a bad match. The one thing I hate seeing with Ronda is that she'll do the match and all of a sudden in the middle, getting her butt kicked, her face just go dead like, I'm angry now.
She hulks up.
It looks stupid. It's just stupid. Stop doing it. If you're going to be angry from the beginning of the match to the end of the match. Don't do it in the middle. It looks stupid. What are you, a B-rated movie film star? Come on.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. It's just dumb.
She was an Entourage. Of course she is. No, I understand what you're getting at, but at least her wrestling moves are starting to come together. She did a gut wrench power bomb, which looked amazing. Mm-hmm. And then she does like that modified Samoan drop, setting up the armbar.
Yeah.
So what sucked in this match was the second she didn't even have it in for like 2 seconds, and Alexa's like, I'm done, bye. It's like, at least showboat it a little bit.
That is going to play into a storyline. I guarantee it.
I don't know. We'll see. Ronda, though, retains the title. Main event time. We have Braun Strowman versus...
Main event already?
Yeah, this wasn't a long pay-per-view.
It really wasn't, was it?
No. Well, we could mention the New Day in the pre-show. Neither one of us watched it, but they did have a celebration party in between some matches.
That was a funny one.
New Day retained their titles against Rusev Day. Shocker there. So, but yeah, Braun Strowman cashes in his Money in the Bank in Hell in a Cell match against Roman Reigns. Braun really dominated a lot of this match. I think a lot of people thought that was probably going to happen. let's get to the
Well, Brock Lesnar dominated most of the match
well
every
before
time
that.
too.
Before that, spoil alert
No.
there.
I'm saying when Brock and Reigns had matches last couple pay-per-views, Brock always dominated most of the time too.
The exciting part in this, you have Braun's little group come down, Dolph and Drew.
The Dogs of War,
Yes,
Andy.
to try to get in.
Dogs of War.
And the rest of the Shield comes down, and we have a little brawl going on. First one to start climbing the cage, Dolph Ziggler. Followed by Seth, followed by Drew. Finally, Dean makes his way up there. He's got the
kendo stick
strapped to his back. And I really thought the cage roof was going to break.
Something that cool would happen.
Everyone keeps mentioning it at the
We
commentary.
got to mention that 20 years ago, Mick Foley fell through that Hell in a Cell cage. And Mick Foley was guest referee in this match.
Yes.
So I was hoping it'd fall.
I mean, I don't think we'll ever see it happen again because that's pretty dangerous, even though Jeff basically did that fall.
yeah.
But they've reinforced the cage a lot, so none of that stuff really happens. But when there's 4 guys on top of that thing in one little square,
You 3 guys, and you have Drew McIntyre up there.
so then we get eventually Dolph decides, nope, I'm too scared. I'm going to climb back down the cage.
I'm coming down.
And Seth follows him, and halfway down the cage, they both fall right through 2 different announce tables. Reliving back when Seth did it with Dean Ambrose when they both fell through.
It looked good, too.
So, yeah, 15 feet off the cage, still a hard fall under the announce tables.
I'm surprised he Drew McIntyre climb up that cage, honestly.
Yeah, how the heck do you get down? We don't see him get back down.
No, you don't.
Him and Dolph, him and Drew, I mean.
They probably went up to
Dean.
the catwalk and climbed off.
Yeah, when they raised it.
Yeah.
Him and Dean just kind of were chilling up there.
I could see him getting the ride up to the catwalk.
Yeah. Once they fell through the table, though, everyone's kind of like dead to the world. And then, of course, here comes Brock Lesnar for who knows what reason.
Makes no point at all.
Goes ahead and kicks the cage door in, brings it in, doesn't use it.
No, he brings it in, he sets it up in the corner like he's going to use it and does nothing.
Yeah. He ends up using just little pieces of the table to hit Braun and Roman, and it really does nothing. He was in there for literally maybe a minute.
The worst looking F5 ever on Braun Strowman.
It's just why we still keep going back to him, I do not know.
Maybe, I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know.
I don't either. But that's how the show ends. I have to give Hell in a Cell high ratings. It was a very good show. Usually in pay-per-views we get like half the matches, which are pretty good, and then the rest are eh. But this, I really don't have anything where it's too bad to talk about each match.
No, I mean, it was a pretty decent pay-per-view.
Yep.
And we have another one coming up. Super Smashy Star Down Under Thingy.
The super I can't even
See,
say.
it's so long. Just
It is the Superstar Showdown in Melbourne, Australia in 3 weeks. They've already announced the card for it because we're going to end up in October, have 2 pay-per-views because they know the Women's Revolution pay-per-view isn't going to be able to hold,
it's not going to hold water.
isn't going to be able to hold anything. So quickly, I'll go through the card real quick. We already know it's Triple H versus Undertaker.
Prediction on it?
Triple H.
Because everyone's got predictions on it.
Yes, Triple H.
And I say Triple H as well.
All right.
Because I think that Shawn Michaels has a point. Triple H does have more gas in the tank than Undertaker does.
Bobby Lashley and John Cena tag teaming against Elias and Kevin Owens.
Ugh.
The only thing I'm looking forward to this match is I want to see this new finisher that
By John Cena.
By John that
that's
he's
the
developed.
only thing. That's the only reason why this match is
I want to
here.
see what he learned from Jackie Chan.
There is no reason for this match to happen at all unless Cena's planning on coming back between now and Australia to do some promos. I doubt it, though.
Yeah. Oh, I did forget. I totally.
But Elias and Kevin Owens? Why?
Uh,
Why? I mean, Elias, I understand because Elias and Bobby Lashley are kind of having a feud, I guess. And Kevin Owens has nothing to do. I guess Kevin Owens had a thing with Bobby Lashley too, taking that as best friend, right? I mean,
the next match reminded me. I forgot one match in Hell in a Cell. That was obviously the worst match of the night. The mixed tag team match.
I thought we missed one.
It was horrible. I don't want to get into too much of it. Maurice, I don't know why they bring her back to have a match here and there. Her last match was, I'm not even going to the SmackDown one against Brie Bella, but the last mixed tag team match at WrestleMania against Nikki Bella and John Cena, she did nothing. She can't wrestle.
No.
And I think the only reason she's in some matches is because Miz has some pull somewheres. Because she did nothing. All she did in this match was a pose and then ran around the ring.
She just had a baby. Why are you so rough on her? She's brave getting on that ring.
Yeah. It ends with Brie rolling her up into a schoolboy.
Yep.
And Maurice basically rolls out of it. And you would think, okay, let me roll you back up into a schoolboy, grab the tights or something like that. No, she lays Brie down on her back.
Yeah.
And just pulls the legs up and goes for a normal pin.
Yeah.
So nothing happened. Where
Brie could have kicked out. Yeah, but
It's a normal pin.
yeah.
Maurice, stop wrestling. You can't do it. You couldn't do it back when it was the Divas
She was
generation.
a two-time champion.
Ooh, a two-time Divas champion. Whew. So this brings
You
up
are harsh.
this brings up the next match on Superstar Showdown. Right now, it's saying Daniel Bryan versus The Miz for the #1 contendership for the world title.
Okay.
So I understand why they're saying this is what this match is going to be, because you have to promote it down in Australia. So that's why, and then people get a hold of it and it spreads. So obviously, in the next 3 weeks on Raw, Paige has to say something that's going to be for a #1 contenders match. Mm-hmm. Who do you think? Are we going to go? You're going to go Miz no matter what?
Of course I'm going to go Miz.
Okay, I'm going Daniel Bryan.
Why wouldn't I go Miz?
We didn't say predictions. Lashley, Cena, Elias, KO. I got Lashley and Cena.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because why not?
Next, we have The Shield versus the Dogs of War. Who's winning this match?
No one's winning his match.
Another no contest?
It's going to be a no contest.
I'm just going The Shield. We have one of 3 women's matches. I don't know why we have to have this many when we have then a couple weeks later an all-women's pay-per-view. But we have the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey versus the Riot Squad.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Riot Squad, Bella Twins, Ronda. Who you got?
Of course it'd be Bella Twin and Ronda.
Same here.
If the Riot... In fact, you know what? I'm going to say Riot Squad.
Just
because, and it'd be a great push for them. For this faction that I could care less about.
We have the third match in like less than 2 months between AJ and Samoa Joe. World title match again. This time it's going to be under no DQ and no count-out rules.
Joe's got it this time.
I think so.
Joe's got it this time.
You should be excited about this one. They're actually going to have a cruiserweight title match on a pay-per-view. Hopefully not on a pre-show for it.
It's a kickoff show.
Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship.
I know. You know Buddy's going to win it. It's his hometown.
I think Cedric's done as champion.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. No, Buddy's going to win it. It's his hometown. They're going to give him all the props, you know?
Yeah. We have the
But
new...
it better not be kickoff, though. Have you seen Buddy Murphy wrestle?
Yeah.
Guy's phenomenal.
I watched him back when he was in a tag team on NXT. And
With Tony Nese?
No. The guy doesn't wrestle anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah. And Alexa Bliss was their manager.
Yeah.
We have the New Day versus the Bar for the SmackDown tag team titles.
I'm going to the Bar.
I'm going New Day.
I'm going to go Bar.
New Day. Another women's match. We have Asuka and Naomi versus the Iconics in their hometown.
I think my toilet might win this one.
I'll just go the Iconics just because it's in Australia.
Okay. They're English, aren't they?
No, they're from Australia.
Or are they?
Yep, they're
I
from
don't know
Australia.
because
Yeah.
I can't
And
hear them.
then we're supposed to have a rematch between the SmackDown Women's titles, Charlotte and Becky.
Becky's retaining.
Think so? Hopefully they don't do a Charlotte and Sasha thing where every month they switch the title.
No, they can't. Becky's going to retain.
That's who I'm hoping. That's the card.
That's the Super Smashy Star Down thingy.
Yes.
Is that for wrestling?
That's wrestling.
For wrestling. Awesome.
Oh, as you can see, I got a frog in my throat from talking about it so much here.
I got a little Nintendo news. I'm excited about it, Andy. Tomorrow, September 18th, they kick off their online service.
I read about this.
Yeah. I can't wait for it. It's got the cloud service now, which is great. So all my save games can go right in the cloud service, and I empty space off my Switch.
Now, what is the cloud again?
What's the cloud? The cloud is where I can take all my games and just stick it somewhere special up there.
I love that whole thing. Everyone's like, "What's the cloud? The cloud?"
No, my Switch is getting pretty full on games and stuff, so it'd be nice to have a place to put them.
Just start storing them on the wife's.
Yeah, right. Just pop them over there. No, they have that. Then they have a nice library of NES games you can play too, which would be nice.
Yeah.
And so often, you know, play some Dr. Mario. The first Zelda games be on there.
One of my favorites all time on the NCS was the Duck Hunter.
Duck Hunt?
Yeah, with the little gun.
Yeah, they might do
And
that.
as a
too.
little kid, you're putting the gun on the TV screen trying to cheat.
And you shoot. How many times have you shot the dog? All the time.
It was just fun. The dog gets ticked off at you.
It's a what? Because he mocks you. That dog mocks you.
I know.
Just sits there and just laughs at you.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about the online service. I'll be forking up my money because it'll be worth it.
Yep.
Next couple of weeks, we can talk about Flareverse again. It'll be nice.
Oh, so nice.
Let's do some Anime Corner.
Yes.
Oh, this is a good one, Andy. This is a good one. All right, the first question. What you gonna be?
Beginning of it was great because a lot of drum solos in there,
Yep.
which I like. To my first thought watching that is first thing that popped in my head was Karate Kid.
Okay.
Because you see the smaller guy training with the other guy just kind of watching it.
Yep.
So it was like a little wax on, wax off thing. I'm training you, and then you start seeing some of the evil villains in there and more other characters evolving. So kind of all I'm thinking is a mashup of the Karate Kid meets Mortal Kombat.
Oh, nice.
That's my mashup of what I think of it. So
So let me explain this shit. Kenichi is a high school kid. He always gets beat up. He decided that he does not want to get beat up anymore, so he wants to take on martial arts.
it sounds like the Karate Kid.
Yeah. He joins this dojo that's got 5 martial art masters in 5 different styles of martial arts. So he takes the training and he dies a lot. You see the ghost come out because he's so weak, right?
Yeah.
But eventually, the training, he gets better and better. The school that he goes to is where all the villains are. It's all the high school bullies. But they joined a club, like a gangster club, you know?
A cult.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. Kind of like a cult, I guess. But I mean, they're like real bad eggs, you know? So he wants to beat them all up. He friends some of them to change. But I mean, this show is an older show because the art style. I love the art style. I had a lot of fun watching this, and I think you would too.
Yeah. So right now it's in limbo. I'm
Okay.
doing it. Look like some good parts, and then some parts where it's a little confusing. But
It's a comedy show, so I think you'd like it.
but it's in limbo right now.
It's comedy. I think you'd dig it because you like comedy, right?
I love comedy.
It's comedy action. You'd like it.
Yep. It's the best form of comedy.
Exactly. So that's Kenichi, the world's mightiest disciple. Let's do some box office heroes, huh?
Yes, I did not do a good job last week, only getting one right. So we'll see if this happens. Number 3, we'll go The Nun.
All right.
Maybe it's in there. We'll see. Number 2, I'm going with Matthew McConaughey's movie, White Boy Rick.
Okay.
Love the title of that one. And
White Boy Rick.
White Boy Rick.
Huh.
And I have to go, which I think is the biggest movie that is out right now, and that's The Predator.
I think it is too. Number 3, Andy, we have A Simple Favor.
Never heard of it.
16 million.
Never even heard of it.
Number 2, The Nun at 18 million. Number 1, The Predator.
All right.
How much do you think it made?
Okay, The Nun you said made how much? Number
18.
2? 18? I'm going to go 50 million.
50?
50. It's The Predator. There's so many fans of The Predator out there. I think people went gaga over it.
25 mil.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
25
It's the
mil.
end of summer. Nothing big's coming out.
Nothing big's coming up. I mean, it was a good movie, I heard.
See, the problem is everyone decided, let's not go to the movies. The Solo movie came out. Let's rent that.
And then Netflix has a lot of good stuff out right now too.
Yeah, what was it? I just watched a movie on there. Can't remember what it was now.
Yes, I saw Black Panther.
Oh, I did watch Independence Day Resurgence, so.
Was that Netflix?
No, it's on our Vudu.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You know
Did you buy that?
Yes.
Okay.
You notice our account is getting very big.
It's growing.
Yes. But hey, I got 2 movies right. They weren't all in order. I got number 1. Hey, I'll take it.
Number 1, the only thing that matters, right?
I had to put White Boy Rick just because of the title.
What is that movie supposed to be about?
I have not. From the glimpse of what I read, it's about in the 1980s and the drug trafficking and stuff like that. So a lot of cocaine use, all that
Gotcha.
stuff. Hence why it's called White Boy Rick, maybe? I don't know. Speaking of that, just off topic because it's comedy related with the cocaine thing. Did you see the news article about the woman in Florida who got arrested for having possession of cocaine? And she says, "It's not my fault. The wind blew the cocaine in my purse."
I did not.
I saw that and could not stop laughing.
Wow.
The wind is the new drug.
The weirdest things happen in Florida.
Yeah, but the wind is our new drug distributor.
Could be a hurricane coming there. Yeah, we named him for a reason.
I saw that and couldn't stop laughing. We should say, well, was the bag opened or not opened?
Oh, the wind opened it for there.
It must be.
Are you ready for this week's movie trailer?
Yes, because I have not a clue what it's going to be.
You know. You know what the movie trailer is.
I'm trying to figure out what movie trailers are coming out, unless you did Goosebumps.
No.
But we'll see.
Thank you for bringing us collectively to this moment. It is a moment that so many have dreamed of claiming. History starts today.
All right, so that was the movie trailer for the week, Andy. Venom.
Yes. This movie can go either two different ways, really good or really bad. What I've been hearing is a lot of fans are excited, or not even just fans, people, we should say, because the fan and people
Are two different people.
yeah, because look at Green
two
Lantern.
entities.
Look at Green Lantern. But a lot of people are excited for the Venom movie. Like, especially, I noticed too when I would go to the movie theaters all year, and this plays at every movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fans were like, "Yeah, Venom, yeah." So who knows?
We'll see. I mean, I don't know if I'm excited about it.
Yeah, like I said,
One, Venom is close to me because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Mm-hmm. All right, I want it done the correct way. It's in San Francisco, already done the wrong way.
yep.
Eddie Brock worked for the Daily Bugle. Always has, always will. Not San Francisco. You know, so that's mistake number 1. 2, I mean, depending on where they got the Venom suit, it's scientists, I'm not sure the backstory is yet. We'll probably find out, but it came in on the moon. You know? So, or no, Mars. It came on a Mars ship. So that's where the Venom suit came from in the comics. So we'll see what happens on there. I'm not a big Tom Hardy fan. That's not really excited about it. Who could they cast to make me more excited about it? I don't know. I have no idea. But you asked who played the voice of Venom.
Yes.
On here, I'm going to guess Woody Harrelson. I'm looking at the cast right now, and Woody Harrelson's on here, but he doesn't have a title when he plays in the part.
Yeah, we don't even see him in the trailer.
So I can only guess that it's his voice, just
Audioed.
audioed, yeah, to make it sound dark.
So here are my plot points in this. I want to see it. Just I don't know. There's something about it where I kind of just want to see how it plays out.
Okay.
2, I really want this to interact with Spider-Man for obvious reasons. We have heard different stories. Yes, it will. Yes, it won't. I've heard more. No, it's not going to. And 3, how we keep complaining about it. Look, it's run by Sony.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
People
there.
complained a lot sometimes about all the Spider-Man movies Sony made. And finally, when Sony said, "Here, Marvel, here are the reins to Spider-Man," Homecoming was the best Spider-Man out of all 6 Spider-Man movies.
Here's what they do with Venom. You want to introduce Spider-Man? Just have Andrew Garfield come back. Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I know who he is, but
Have him come back as Spider-Man. Because he's the one that did the Spider-Man Sony movies.
well, yeah, but there was no Venom in that. That was
Yeah, that's
Tobey
why you
Maguire.
introduced Spider-Man into this new Sony Marvel world.
Yeah, but that's the biggest thing is what I'm getting at is so Sony's like, screw you, Marvel. You did a great job with Spider-Man, made us millions and millions of dollars,
How we can stick it
but
all
we
in this
want to
crap
go
movie.
ahead and now make another crappy movie because we don't know what we're doing when it comes to Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, how many Venom movies are we going to get before they say, here you go, Marvel, take the reins again and make us
Well,
billions of dollars?
Andy, this is number 2. We'll see what happens.
So that's the thing. That's why I don't think it's going to interact with Spider-Man until all of a sudden they get their heads out from you know where. And yes, it's a Sony movie, but let Marvel take the reins.
Yeah.
You literally don't have to do anything,
Let them do it. Let them do it the right way.
and you'll make billions of dollars. Let me work and make maybe millions, small millions, or let me sit on my butt, do nothing, twiddle my thumbs, and make billions of dollars. I mean, they could go millions of different ways with Venom, where they could do Venom as a villain in Spider-Man if they redid it, or go with the track with what Marvel's doing with the animations, where they have Venom as a good guy and he's Agent Venom working with S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's
saying.
a goofy one.
Just saying.
I know. You're right. You're right.
Anything's better than them doing it themselves.
Yeah.
So,
All right. On to movies and TV shows throughout the week. We talked about this earlier. Let's talk about the Henry Cavill out of Superman part
yes.
for DC, huh? Mm-hmm. He dropped it to pick up The Witcher, which is a video game adaptation into a TV show on Netflix.
Which don't do very well lately.
No, they don't. Not really. But I mean, it's Henry Cavill. Who cares? With that being said, though, do you think Tyler Hoechlin is going to get a shot at putting Superman suit on the big screen instead of the small screen?
I don't think we're going to see a Superman for a long, long time.
Think so?
Yeah. So with Cavill, he was signed on to be in 3 DCEU movies as Superman. He was in the 3. So he has his right to say, screw you guys, I'm leaving.
I'm going home.
Yeah. It's kind of, to me, as an actor, if you're in something big like DC and Marvel, and you decide to just leave, you're basically telling the fans, up yours, screw you. So
You're taking it personal?
Yes, I am. You have a lot more that needs to happen. Yes, DCEU, a lot of fans are iffy about it, but I still want to see it continue to the end. I hate, and I mention this all the time, I hate when movies go ahead and leave it up in the air, what's going to happen, and then, let's just say F you to the fans and do nothing.
Right.
So to me, that's a shot to us from him.
Yeah.
And I hope The Witcher is horrible.
There you have it, Henry. We don't care anymore about you.
Well, this is the biggest question you need to ask yourselves. Where does, I know you're not a fan of the DCEU universe.
I really want to be, though.
Yeah, a lot of people do. But with this big news, because this is big, Superman is literally, Batman and Superman are the faces of DC.
Yeah.
You could say Superman is more of the face of DC than Batman.
I guess you could if you wanted to.
I'm going out there. I'm just saying. With no Superman, is this the killer to the DCEU?
No.
Can they come back?
Yeah.
And with that
They
being
just focus not on the Justice League, but more on the Titans.
and with that being said, their comeback to him leaving is saying, we're going to go ahead and make a Supergirl movie. Thoughts?
I won't watch it. I got sick of the show.
You are a hater on Supergirl.
I got sick of the show real fast, and I'm just not impressed.
Just watch season 3, the last season's the season finale of the last season.
You buy me a 12-pack, I'll drink it, and then I'll watch it.
Hey, whenever we both have a day off. Yeah, so I mean,
But wait, do you think Tyler Hoechlin should get a shot?
who is he? I don't even know that.
He plays Superman in Supergirl show.
No, I hated him as Superman.
Really?
I don't like him as Superman.
I thought he was
He's too
good.
tiny.
I thought you were good.
He is too tiny.
I thought you were real good. Didn't like him, huh?
We've had him in what, one episode?
He's done a few.
Sorry, two episodes. And what, half the episode in each one?
Who would you cast?
I don't know. I really don't know.
No idea who you'd cast.
No, I'd have to think about it.
You say, this guy shouldn't
Cage. Apparently, Nicolas Cage wants to play him.
Again? He already had a chance at it. That got turned down fast.
Well, what else is he doing?
Some B-rated movies,
Yeah.
I guess.
I know we could talk about this all the time, but I want to switch gears, though, quickly to one other face of DC, and that's
Okay.
who you're wearing right now, Batman.
Yeah.
So apparently, there was all that rumor talk about Ben Affleck leaving.
Yes.
From what I've been reading, he originally, for the Batman movie, he was going to write the script, direct it, produce it, and star in it.
Yes, people trashed it and then he decided not to.
He is now not directing and not writing, but he's
Right.
still going to be a producer and star in it. Is what I've been reading.
Okay.
So they begin filming next year for a 2020 release date.
Why wait?
Why wait?
Yeah.
Because everything's been going backwards. They had to rewrite the script once he left. Once he decided not to write the script, they had the script that he wrote, and now once he left as writer, the new writer decided he wanted to rewrite the script so that the director who's directing it can direct it in his format instead of Ben Affleck's. So they literally have had to restart the whole thing.
That's goofy. That's goofy.
That's how directors are, though.
That's goofy.
They want to direct it in their way. But again, I like Ben Affleck as Batman. You don't really seem to like him. He has to now carry the DCEU.
Well, here's the thing. I kind of liked him as Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. I just didn't see him as Batman.
But do you agree, though,
Yeah, I
now
think
it's
they
all on his
used-
shoulders?
What?
Do you agree, though, it's on his shoulders now to carry this franchise?
Possibly.
Do you think Gal Gadot is going to do it with Wonder Woman?
I think if DC has a shot, I think Gale is probably the only shot they have. They messed up by making Bruce Wayne older and not younger. So that was their first
This
mistake.
is the thing you should like. The rumor is on set, they've taken screenshots and they're showing the Robin suit. Does that mean we get maybe a Dick Grayson in the Batman? Or are we going to get Damian? I want to see Damian.
Well, at this point in time, if you're going with DC storyline, you have two choices: Tim Drake or Damian Wayne. I don't see them bringing the female Robin in at all. Mm-hmm. But it is Zack Snyder, so yeah, you'll probably see the female Robin.
It could be possible because they want to do the Sirens of Gotham.
Yeah, so they could bring the female Robin in. I don't see it though. Tim Drake, I don't see that as an option.
But that's what
Damian Wayne, yeah.
it could be rumor, who knows, but that's how people start to get excited, where all of a sudden you're showing something, a glimpse, where maybe we introduce Robin.
Well,
and I've heard that if it is Robin that comes in, it could be the actor who plays Robin in Titans.
well, no, it can't be. Because that would mean it's Dick Grayson. And in the Batman movie, you saw Jason Todd's Batman or Robin suit all written
You
off.
do realize this is DCEU and they've messed up on a lot of things. They can do whatever they want and keep messing up.
You're not wrong there. But I mean, you say people get excited. Those people who get excited in your eyes, I ignore them because they're dumb. Those people are dumb.
But remember, too, with the DCEU, this isn't like Marvel where we're keeping the timeline going straight. They keep jumping backwards.
So you think they'll bring backwards?
It could be. They're doing it with I think Aquaman's going to be backwards. Flash is backwards.
Well, Flash was backwards when they introduced him already.
Sure. So,
I'm not excited about it. But all this DC talk brings up to our main event, Andy.
yes.
That main event is the new DC streaming service.
Yes.
The question is it worth it or is it kind of silly? I have 8 talking points to decide this.
Okay.
All right? With this streaming service, you get to watch classic movies and TV animated and live action movies. What do you think of that?
So from what I've read on this, you're not going to get the entire DC library.
Why wouldn't you?
So a lot of the new ones that have come out that people want to see, aren't going to be on there for obvious reasons.
Well, I mean, you're paying a buttload to get this service. Let's not give it everything you need.
It's more like the old Christopher Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Supermans, stuff like that. What else did you say was on?
TV animated and live action movies.
Yes, so we'll get a lot of the DC animateds that we know and love, which is a good thing.
Which I own most of them, so
Yeah.
service is
And
easy for
then
me.
we'll continue with some of the TV that they had, which are Young Justice.
Well, that's my next topic, so
Okay.
we'll jump onto that after we talk about this, which the classic movies, whatever. Christopher Reeve, Superman, I can only watch them so many times anyways.
I can't watch them anyways. I think they're horrible.
The Batman movies, oh yeah, Batman Forever, that's a winner. They should let you watch that for free. DC should pay you to watch that movie. Number 2, watch exclusive new DC shows like Titans, Swamp Thing, Young Justice Season 3, and a few others. Mm-hmm. Would that make it worth it?
Not after what This is the thing. Let's mention. Do you have on there the price of all this yet?
I didn't write it down because...
So it's either $7.99 a month or it's $74.99, I think, for the year.
Something like that.
So they're going on the same platform with the whole $7.99 thing as Hulu and Netflix for the price. Around there.
Okay.
This is the thing. With Hulu and Netflix, what they do with their shows is, here, we won't give you the whole season, we'll do half a season. You can binge the whole thing. Or sometimes they do the whole seasons. Mm-hmm. With DC, what they're doing is, because you get some people that, okay, I just want to watch this one show when it comes out a year. Pay the 1 month fee.
Yeah.
And then drop it. DC, what they're doing is so that people don't drop, is with the shows, Young Justice, Titans, Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, all that. It's going to be one new episode each week. So it's like HBO, Stars, and all that, where they
so
do...
they force you to do more than 1 month.
Yes. So if it's a 10-episode season, you have to pay for 3 months.
Yeah.
So
For these shows.
So that's my biggest issue is I don't... Especially if it's not good.
Exactly.
It's like... That's a really big problem. And I mean, we've watched the Titans trailer, and I have a lot of issues with it.
Okay.
Mainly Starfire. And that there's no Cyborg. But I don't know. That's my biggest issue is just one episode a week. Because to me, when you're doing the whole binging thing, you want to continue watching it. You don't want to have to wait, especially if it's only half an hour.
Well, here's my problem. This is streaming. This is not live TV. Streaming, you get to binge watch as much as you want, as often as you want. Mm-hmm. Live TV, you have to wait each week for the new episode.
Yes.
Streaming, you don't have to do that because you get to stream it. Unless you sign up for a service where they say, hey, we're a streaming service, but we also have live TV. Mm-hmm. Like Hulu. I'm watching My Hero Academia. I'm caught up to live TV right now. So now I get to watch it once a week now.
Yeah.
Because that's what Hulu advertised as them. DCU just advertised as, hey, we're a streaming service. Come watch all of our stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome, I guess. Topic 3. Let's see if this one entices you to get the DC streaming. Read classic and new digital comics on your TV.
I don't read the whole comic things. That was my biggest thing for you, I guess, because I know you're a big into comics.
I would, I guess, if it was easy to read. Mm-hmm. I've read a lot of digital comics. They're not very easy to read.
Yeah.
At all. You already talked about pricing. Let's do it again. Pay a full year, get 20% off. 20% off.
I wouldn't pay the whole year anyways. I can wait probably and then see if they change their whole momentum on it.
Here's the thing. They should have offered a free trial.
I think they do. Somewhere.
I didn't see a free trial when I searched it last night. Mm-hmm. It was, sign up here, okay. Not get a free trial here. So, no free trial. Number 5. Just for being a member, you get a chance to win tickets to special events. That is how they're advertising, Andy. For being a member, you get a chance to tickets to a special event?
What's a special event?
That's a really good question. Hey, you became a DC member. You get tickets to see the Teletubbies live. Congratulations.
Here's tickets to Aquaman in Los Angeles, but you have to pay for your own flight
Yeah.
and hotel accommodations.
All right. Number 6 reason, maybe this will do it for you. An exclusive shopping experience for all the DC materials that you could probably find on eBay or Amazon if you look.
I was going to
Andy.
say, they'll probably be like hundreds of dollars and more people can't afford them.
Yeah, you could just probably find all the stuff on eBay or Amazon. So it makes no sense. But they have an exclusive shopping experience for you if you want. Number 7, Eddie. Read up on the histories of your favorite DC characters.
Well, if I'm a
Which you can go to Wiki and get all the information for free.
which I'm
But
already
which not
I'm
telling
already a
you.
fan and I already know the history of all this, so I don't have to worry
Just
about
saying, you can get it when you sign up for the DC streaming service.
it. Yep.
And the last one, I wouldn't do it. And it's kind of a cool thought if it's real. A discussion forum to connect with DC creators and writers.
I have that one down in my notes. Here's my thing. So you can leave comments and talk to the producers and stuff on how to improve the shows and everything about the streaming service. Yes, because we've already listened to fans after what, 5 or 6 movies, and nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
So is that there just to make us feel better?
That's a pat in the back for you, Andy.
Yeah.
So with these reasons, are you going to sign up for DC streaming service today?
No.
No.
So here was my other one too with the
Not
whole
at all.
with the whole new movies thing. So I had down, it said the new DCEU movies like Wonder Woman and Justice League,
Yep.
plus all of the Arrowverse from the CW.
Oh, you get the Flareverse on there.
No,
No.
that stuff you would have to. It's on there, but you have to rent it. I'm not kidding.
Where did you find that?
I am not kidding. That's it. It was in the DC streaming article.
That is absolutely lame.
Because they don't have full rights. The movies they do, but because they're brand new, they don't want, here, don't buy my movie.
Right.
But because CW owns the Arrowverse, they don't have full rights to it.
Also, if you want to watch it on the DC streaming, you got to pay more money.
CW gets a little bit
You
of...
got to pay more money.
Yes.
Oh, that's so lame.
Yes. So this brings back my thing about the actor who plays Robin in Titans in the Batman movie. The DC streaming network is owned by WB,
Okay.
who makes these movies. That's why I'm saying they might interact a little bit, whereas CW and the DCEU are, yes, WB helps run that, but it's owned by CW. That's why you couldn't use the actors probably in the movies. I mean, you could, but with this is all WB and DC. So I think it's a smart thing to do.
I think
But-
after a couple of years, when they really fine-tune the streaming service, I might look into it again.
So
But right now, it's just not worth it.
yeah, when it originally was talked about, I really wanted because of 2 things. Young Justice, because I'm a huge fan of Young Justice, and Titans. Then the whole, here we're only rolling out 1 episode a week thing, made it go down. And then that trailer for Titans just dropped a lot of my interest in watching the Titans TV show. It was horrible. So the only thing I'm excited about is Young Justice.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So my thing is, maybe if I hold off a year, they'll change something.
That's the only thing to do. Right now, it's a new streaming service, but it just looks so lame. It's not worth $8 a month right now. Are you kidding me?
No.
No. Especially if you're a fan of the Flareverse. You know, rent it. How much each episode?
I have not a clue. It's probably
$2 an episode?
Probably. I know, like when you do on demand and stuff like that. Usually, when you rent something, it's anywhere from $1.99 to $2.99 an episode.
I'll tell you right now. You can get the CW app, watch it there. They play seasons on Netflix. So if you're a Netflix subscriber, guess what? Get it for free.
Yeah, wait till you gotta wait till the next year, but yeah.
But they keep up on the current episodes
Yeah,
that they can.
I understand.
Hulu does too. Right now, the way I'm watching the Flareverse is watching it on the CW app. Mm-hmm. Why do I want to rent it more after paying DC even more money? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
At all.
Where, like I said, so basically the only way we're going to get improved is if they actually listen to people when they rant on the talk to the producers thing. That's about it. So yeah, right now it's a no for me. They launched the whole thing at San Diego Comic-Con showing people, and I think people were just excited when they saw it just because they didn't know everything about it
It's something
yet.
new and shiny.
Yeah.
But once you really break it down, they'll be like, it's just not worth it.
I bet you a lot of people will sign up for it too, not realizing they can't binge the episodes.
Oh, once that happens, it's going to go downhill.
Because I totally agree with what you're saying with streaming is a binge thing.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Which leads to the final question of the night. What's the purpose of cable and satellite when you can stream everything these days, Andy?
So, I have cable. I like my live stuff a lot. I watch a lot of sports.
But you can just stream those sports on the channel itself. You don't need to spend $100 a month on cable.
You cannot watch everything on streaming.
You can get the Fox Sports app for $5 a month. You can get the CBS Sports app for $5 a month.
Yes, but what about...
You can watch all the sports just by streaming it.
You just get set in your ways, and that's how I am.
Which is fine.
I don't like waiting a year to watch certain things on streaming because you got to wait till they're done after a year. There's just something about setting my ways, cable, having it set on my DVR. I can take my DVR on my phone. I'm just set in my ways.
Okay.
You can't change that.
So you prefer your live TV over streaming?
Yes.
Okay. Because as you know, I stream everything.
Because what if my internet goes down? What if something happens?
I have data.
Not all of us pay $50 a month for a phone.
What if you lose electricity in your house? I'm still watching.
I take a nap.
I take a nap.
I take a nap.
Well, that's the final question of the night, Andy. That's it for the show, too.
Yes.
You want to wrap things up?
Thanks for watching this episode. Don't forget, follow us on the Twitter at KrillinMan.com. Periscope, all those other things. Facebook, like and follow us at Legends of the Nerds. Subscribe to YouTube at Legends of the Nerds. Who knows what we're going to talk about?
Did you fix that YouTube thing yet?
God, no. I've been busy. I got to get all the episodes. That's the thing.
Okay.
Converted back over. It's going to take some time. Don't know what we're doing yet. I have not a clue. I didn't even think about that. It's 2 weeks in advance.
We have 2 weeks to think about it.
Exactly. But thanks for watching. Stay nerdy.